kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to his corner, takes the shot, he scores!
Well, here we are, Josh, at the Confluence Financial Partners Stadium here in Peters Township. It's good to be with you tonight. My name is Ven Kelly, and this is Josh Peterson. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Ven. Thank you.
Yeah.
We've got a light rain falling here. Nice autumn rain for us tonight. I think it's going to be a beautiful night for soccer.
It is going to be a beautiful night. And yes, we are sitting just outside of the box because not long ago it was a beautiful night. Now it's still a beautiful night with a little bit of rain drizzle just coming down. We can always go back inside at any point, Josh. That's important to know.
Well, I'm wondering, Ven, what this is going to do to the field conditions.
Well, it's going to make them a little slick, I would think, right? We might see some guys falling down on both sides, sliding around on those cleats.
We'll see the ball skipping around a bit, too. Might get more goals than we reckon for here.
Oh, we sure might, yeah. We might see some crazy plays. Who knows? We know we're going to see some heavy competition here between Mount Lebanon and Peters Township.
Last time these two teams met was a few weeks ago at Mount Lebanon's home field. Peters Township won 2-1 in overtime.
Yep.
Scoring a goal just 5 minutes into overtime, but minutes after, Mount Lebanon had a goal disallowed.
Which, yes, has been a bit controversial, I hear. But we won't go into that. We did score a goal shortly after that, and we went home happy. Having taken that game, but you better believe this one's going to be a hard-fought one for sure.
I'm sure it'll be close. Both of these are excellent teams.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to a fun contest.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little slick out there. You're right. The rain's coming down a little bit more. It's more of an actual, trying to be an actual rain rather than just a sprinkle now.
I'm not a meteorologist, friend, but is this that hurricane that was...
I think we must be feeling some of that. It
today?
was a Category 3 on my drive down here, but they're expecting it to hit land as a Category 4. And coming in at 25 miles an hour apparently is going to come well inland. So it's going to be a big one. It'll be interesting to wake up tomorrow and see about that one.
Well, I'm happy we're in Peters Township, Pennsylvania, far away from most of the rain.
That is one benefit of living not on the coast, a little bit, quite a ways inland. You don't get that.
Hopefully to cool things off for the players tonight. It's been unseasonably warm.
Yes, it has.
I'm sure the players will be welcome a little bit of rain to keep them cool.
Other than the sliding around, this is the perfect soccer weather. It does keep you cool out there. So, should be a fun one for the boys. Coming off senior night on Monday. So, a lot of energy going on.
Yeah, that was a great night. That was a close one.
Yeah, it was actually closer than I think anyone thought. In the end, they came out and really, took it away. But, boy, that
game
first
against
half.
Central Catholic. Yeah, 1-0 early from Central Catholic. Peters clawed one back just at the end of the half. But
no one expected that first goal from Central Catholic.
It was a great goal. I think it woke up the Indians. So.
It really did. It was a great crossover, and it was put away. So the Indians in their huddle now, getting ready.
At this point in the season, Van, I know the coaches are trying to give the players some extra rest as we get near the end into playoff time. The players had Tuesday off, came back for workouts yesterday, and we'll see how fresh they look.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely getting to that point in the season, isn't it? Where you're going to see some wear and tear here and there, just kind of tiredness. But hopefully they'll come out just as hot as can be here.
We've seen a lot of depth this year from Peters Township, too. I feel like the coaches are able to rotate in more players than they normally do. There's 12 seniors on the varsity roster this year.
There's 12 seniors, which is just kind of unheard of. And then, yes, I mean, a lot of depth. You can sub on a whole nother half the team, and, there's still plenty of talent there.
Yeah, a lot of high quality.
Yep.
Quality players to choose from, so.
And here comes Alex racing for that ball. Here comes Jevin. And Jevin goes down almost in the box, but nothing called there. Jevin again with the ball, trying to get to the goal, but no dice. And it's a free kick called for Mount Lebanon.
Looks like a foul on Peters, but I know that's the way the coaches like for him to start. Move the ball up quickly.
Yep.
Attack. Maybe
Well, that's
commit the
actually
first foul. That's
one
fine.
of the first kickoffs I've seen where that has actually turned into any chance of anything. Usually that first play just kind of wanders out of bounds.
That's true.
So it's good to see that doing something. And header off Brett Martin. Goes down to Alex Paris. Alex gets pushed from behind, goes down, but no call. Dante Pusateri. Dante dribbling down, looking for someone now, but, tried to scoot it past defense to Alex Paris, but nothing doing.
Van, I think maybe we should go inside. It's
Yeah, it's really starting to come down. I think that's a good idea, Josh. We're going to turn our microphones off just long enough to go on inside.
Ball's
We'll
out of
be
play right
back.
now.
Okay, are we back? What did we miss, Josh? I didn't really.
I didn't really get a chance to see.
Let me look at the scoreboard. Well, it's still 0-0. So
0-0.
we didn't miss
2
any
minutes
goals.
gone.
That's important. Okay, Dante Pusateri. Header on the ball. Looking for a cross in, but not able to get to it. And it comes out for a goal kick.
Heads up play by the Mount Lebanon left back there, shielding the ball to go out for a goal kick. Now, Van, when Mount Lebanon played Peters last time, they did a lot of playing out of the back, but it looks like they're going to go long on this goal kick.
I do recall that because it's sort of opposite of what Peters typically does. They'd like to sort of smash that ball upfield and just go with it. Dante again on the ball. And Alex was making a run down the side. Didn't quite connect. And Froelich giving chase, trying to catch up with number 22, and he slide tackles and keeps it inbound. So great play.
That was excellent technique there from
Absolutely.
Colin Froelich on the slide tackle.
Adam Smiga going to throw in here. He's got a nice, strong throw. He'll get it pretty far. Gets it all the way to Brett Martin. Comes off the head of White. And Parker Weiss on the ball. Oh, Parker swings and misses, but ends up with the ball anyway. And now Parker gets it down to Jevin in the corner. Oh, it takes one of those bounces because of the rain. You see that bounce?
Yeah, I think we're going to see that pretty often here. It just really changes the playing surface on these
It
turf fields. when
really
gets slick.
does. I think on a dry day, that would have been an okay ball.
The players will have to adjust.
Brett Martin trying to get it to Jevin. Jevin does get it. He gets around a couple players and shoots, and goaltender has to make a save. It was more or less right at him, but he had to focus on it for sure with this wetness. You never know when that's going to slip out, huh?
Not too difficult for the goalkeeper on that one, but I'd like that ambitious shot, especially with the weather.
You never know, man. You connect on that one in the right way, you might find the upper corner.
And Jevin certainly has the leg to get it there with pace.
Yeah, they've got a lot of guys on this team. I feel like all their forwards just have just beautiful strength to just, nail that ball in right into the back of the net.
Yeah, we saw a few weeks ago Colin Froelich with one from about 35 yards out, 30 yards out. It was.
There's another one that's always had a strong leg since he was young, huh? That kid, he's been doing that since I don't even remember when.
Well, Van, I do remember coaching against him in Grasshopper, and it was a parent who was had some quality even at the age of 4 or 5.
That's right. Okay, so defending this Cam Glass kicks it out of bounds. Slows this down a little bit.
Cam's really good at using his body and his balance to be in the right spot. He can turn quickly. accelerate quickly.
I think that comes from all those years of wrestling.
I didn't know he was a wrestler.
Big wrestler. Well, his dad's a big wrestler, and I know he did it for a long time. I'm not sure if he still does.
That doesn't surprise me, Ben.
Oh, yeah. He definitely uses his body to get around, get to the ball, and basically just do his job defending. He's also a pretty decent forward, though, Cam is. He can be a threat up top. I've seen him play.
I've seen him carry the ball a few times through the midfield, and it definitely looks like he knows what he's doing with the ball at his feet.
Yeah.
He's got good vision.
Yep.
Pick out passes.
He does.
But he's really valuable at that 6.
That's for sure. This defense, that's part of what is making this team so good this season. Is the defense. It's just so
that's
solid.
Right. I think in the section 2 goals allowed.
Yeah.
So far this year, maybe 2 goals in non-section games. So it's been
right. And I feel like that really is, that starts with Caden Hensler first off, and then Cam and Adam back there just leading the crowd, and then Braden Apple. Braden has just looked phenomenal this season, and there's a shot from Mount Lebanon. It goes significantly over the bar.
Well, Braden's been an attacking threat down that left side also.
He really
has.
has.
Another dimension.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Played some really good service in on multiple occasions, both from dead ball situations and in the run of play.
Yeah. Ball bouncing around in the air. Alex Parise has not had much of a touch yet, and I know he's wanting one.
He'd like to get the ball at his feet. He's usually pretty dangerous.
Yeah, he sure is. Okay, so Mount Lebanon again passing the ball fairly nicely down the field. This one might get cut off, it looks like, by Adam Smiga, who's going to boot it down the field. They called it out of bounds. I don't think.
But that was some really nice movement there to break down the Peter Township press by Mount Lebanon.
Yeah.
A couple of one-touch passes and really great positioning.
Yeah. Yep. If that last pass had been on, well, that would have been a big threat. Mount Lebanon trying to make something happen here. Off on Peters, so another Mount Lebanon throw.
When Peter Township at home is using these yellow soccer balls, I quite like them from my perspective. They make it really easy to follow the play.
They're easy to see, aren't they?
Box.
Yeah, for at least, I won't call you old, but at least an older guy like me whose eyes are not getting better, I'll take anything I can get, and I agree.
I'm right with you.
Yeah, they're definitely easier to see. Here's the throw. Number 4 looks like he's trying to throw it in the box, and it is off the head of Peters.
Looks like Caden Hensler is able to clear it, but not out of danger yet.
Nope, still bouncing around in the box. Parker Weiss on the ball. Okay, Parker's going to go now. He's looking. Oh, he just basically looked like he was trying to pass, maybe down to Dante. It came off a white player out of bounds for a throw-in.
Just missed it. It was a nice play by the defender to snuff out the attack.
Yeah. Okay, and here's Froelich. Calling passes back to Parker Weiss. Alex Parise trying to bring that ball down, chasing. And, Dante Pusateri trying to get it to Alex. A lot of missed some misses on the ball all of a sudden happening, and maybe that's because of the wetness out there.
Yeah, we saw that ball
Jevin
slip
trying
off.
to fight for this ball. It's still just there. Oh, they called him for the foul.
It's a bit of an unlucky foul there. I think the referee has to make that call, but
yeah, he's down
got
on the
tangled
ground.
up.
Sure. Oh, here comes number 10.
Good hold-up play from Mount Lebanon there.
Yes, absolutely. Number 13 in for a shot. Nope. Cut off by Adam Smiga. What a defensive play to get back to there. I don't know how that wasn't a shot on goal.
Looks like the player from Mount Lebanon was called offside, but got to give Adam credit there.
Absolutely.
He's consistently been one of the best one-on-one defenders for Peters Township. Very difficult to beat and really never gives up.
No, he doesn't. He's great. Again, just part of the integral part of this Peters Township defense. Oh, ball comes off hard off Dante and out for a Mount Lebanon throw. Ball in, Adam Smiga gets in front of it. The 25 is actually able to find a really nice pass. Oh, just Caden Hensler.
Caden read that extremely well.
Oh, here we go. Alex gets past his man. He's looking for someone now. And he puts it right across the mouth of the goal box. No one's there to clean up. So,
Good chance by.
He was looking for the far post there, I think.
I think maybe he was. I think maybe he was going for the shot there. And from here, it looked like he almost had it, but just slightly wide, huh? So, again, Caden came up with a great, strong defensive play, reading that play because it was close to a Mount Lebanon chance there. Okay, Brett Martin with the header coming off Mount Lebanon. Parker Weiss trying to calm it down and get it to somebody. Parker fighting hard for that ball. Oh, look at this. Beautiful pass out to Dante Pusateri. Come on, Dante.
Nice bit of skill by Dante to take that
Froelich
down.
gets into the
Curving
box.
ball.
Brett Martin. Oh.
Post.
Oh, my goodness. And it's
Big
still
save
in.
for the Mount Lebanon goalie.
Oh, my goodness. That was some really close stuff there.
That's the best chance we've seen by either team so far today,
Absolutely, yes. Okay, Brett Martin coming in, cutting that ball off, and he'll draw the foul. So we got a good call going our way to kind of change the pace here just a little bit.
That's a really hustle play for Brett to come back and
It sure is.
get involved in that play defensively. You know, a lot of players might just kind of watch that develop and
Yeah.
let their fullbacks handle it. But
In fact, I think 2 seconds before I'd seen Brett down on that side of the field. Jevin for the header. Is that Jevin over there? Now that his hair is wet, I can't really tell.
That's Anthony Maiello, I think.
Is
he
that
subbed in for
Maiello?
Jevin, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
he
Maiello
that
came
left
in to
wing.
take Jevin's spot. Anthony having a great season so far.
Yeah,
looking
3
really
goals
strong.
against Woodland Hills last week, right?
Got the hat trick. He sure did.
And either 1 or 2 on senior night.
Yep.
I think it might have been 2 goals. on
Another
Tuesday.
kid that from, grasshopper age, you could tell was just a soccer player through and through.
Well, he's not a player that you want to leave with space in the box.
Yes.
Anywhere in the penalty box, he's going to put it in the back of the net. He's gonna find a spot if he has space.
That's correct.
So it's really a challenge for the defense to always know where he is.
Okay, free kick from Mount Lebanon. Ball's up. Headed out by Peters Township. And here comes Maiello with the ball. Gets taken off him by Mount Lebanon player number 20. And then we return the favor of Peters Township. Looked like Braden Apple got that ball. Here comes Alex Parise. And he's ready to get something here. Oh, he chips it into Dante. Beautiful idea. And what happened there, Josh? Ball was out.
I think it's
by
out
the
for a
goalie.
corner kick. That
I
went out
think
off the
it
Mount
is.
Lebanon
Okay, I couldn't see the ball
goalkeeper
for a second there.
But that was a really nice run by Dante to cut across the field. He, got his body in front of the defender to give him a chance to get that ball.
Yeah. And Parise just gave him a beautiful ball, too. Dante lining up to take this kick. Hand in the air. Here it comes. Good ball in. Oh.
Cam
Froelich
Glass
with
had
the
a
ball.
great look. Was it Froelich? Maybe it was. Had a good
Well,
chance on
Froelich
it.
passed it back to Parker just now.
Oh,
Froelich
okay,
on the
okay.
ball
I think
again.
Cam Glass had a good chance at header there. Just missed it.
Okay, and then the ball's cleared by Mount Lebanon. And out of bounds. But
Great work by
Peters
Braden to
Township
win the
throw.
win the throw in there.
Absolutely. Comes off.
Unlucky.
Unlucky off the foot of Brett Martin. Out for a throw-in. The throw. And ball out of bounds on Mount Lebanon this time.
We've not seen a lot of flow to this game.
Nope.
I think with the previous Mount Lebanon game, it was the same thing. A lot of back and forth, a couple attacks both directions.
I'd agree with that.
Say 15 minutes in, Peters Township has definitely had the best, probably 2 opportunities.
And I'd say it's been in the Peters Township side of the field at least 60-40. Does that feel about right to you? Maybe
I think
even
so.
a little more?
I think so. Mount Lebanon's had a couple of promising counterattacks.
Oh, yeah. They've had
not-
the counterattacks. But in terms of time on, what side of the field. And there's a foul. Called on
Difficult
Braden
in the final
Apple.
third.
Yep.
I'm surprised Apple didn't draw a yellow card for that one. Looked like the attack was developing, but the referees judged he played the ball.
Okay, so people getting ready. Alex Parise standing the 10 yards back. The lone wall, and now he's taken off to the side. Ball in. And Peters clearing. Well, and now Alex has the ball, and he's going to go with it and get it up to Dante, and look at the speed. Let's go, Dante. Number 22 on the defense out to collect that ball.
Good work by the Mount Lebanon defender to
It really was.
clear the danger there. Another good run from Dante. He's really impressed me with his movement so far in this game.
He's so fast out there.
And really knowing where to be, how to position his body in the right way to, build that counterattack.
Absolutely. Ball to Froelich. And off the head of Mount Lebanon, and Parker Weiss sending it back in to Dante. Dante gets a nice cross to Alex, unable to collect it. And Mount Lebanon coming back out. Looking for...
Good early ball in from Dante.
Yeah, it was.
Did a quite fine feet.
Oh, and that gets the foul. So Adam takes one for the team. Gets a pretty decent hit. And the Mount Lebanon side of the field starting to get a little loud here. You'd like to see some enthusiasm, though.
I've not heard a JV team that's sat into a varsity game in a while, Ben.
I have not.
I have to say,
either.
I kind of like it. That was.
I'm all for it. It's great. Why not? Parker's gonna. Nope. Thought he might take the shot. Dante sort of misses that first one, but my gosh.
Does get to the cross.
Oh, that was actually beautiful. Alex even got his foot on it. A nice spin, but the goaltender was in the right spot at the right time.
A really nice flick there. Peters continues to generate chances here.
Yeah. That ball was just so close to going out for a goal kick. Dante got his foot on it right where it needed to be. Brett Martin with the header.
I think the rain may have stopped falling now, Ven, for the time being, but it's definitely still slick on the field.
Yeah, it sure is. Okay, so free kick for Peters. Parker Weiss on the ball. Let's see what Parker does with it here. Is he just going to put it in the box? I would expect so. Yes, sir. Tender standing there, and goaltender has it.
Handled by the goalkeeper from Mount Lebanon.
Yeah.
Peters Township, I believe, does have a dedicated set-piece coach, I think, Ben. So they do work on these set pieces in various locations of the field. I'm not sure if that was something they drew up or not.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I know as far as the corner kicks, they have names for them and everything, right? Rainbow and unicorn and all kinds of things.
My day, Ben, we called them 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, exactly.
A little more advanced now, I guess. But
Well, you have more than 3 now is the problem.
probably
and,
true,
You
yeah.
know,
I had trouble remembering more than 3.
Yeah.
These players are a little smarter, I think.
well, they get smarter every year and taller. Okay, so here we come. Peters Township again. Anthony Maiello going out to the corner to collect the ball. Trying to, Mount Lebanon defender gets his foot on it. Oh my goodness, sent in. Okay, now the ball's coming back Mount Lebanon's way, but Froelich is really working hard to get this ball back. Oh, and he does. Look at that. That was like a backward slide tackle. It wasn't a slide, though. I don't know.
Good challenge there.
Ooh, absolutely. Here the ball comes in for a cross for Mount Lebanon, but little far. And Braden Apple out there. Now Braden's going to kick it down for Alex Parise to catch up to. And slide tackle and the ball off Alex.
I continue to be impressed with these Peters Township midfielders, Van. They are, time and again, making the extra run defensively. I know we talked a lot about the back line, how well they've done this year, but I have to believe the midfield has something to do with that as well.
I believe so. Yeah, they certainly aren't lazy about it. They'll get back when needed, and they'll get up there when needed. Okay, ball sent down by Brett Martin, but that's going to roll out for a goal kick. Again, with this slickness, every ball goes just a little farther than you think it's going to.
Looks like Brady Rose is coming on now for
right.
Peters Township. Replace Colin Freilich.
Now, do you know for sure whether you pronounce it Freilich or Froelich?
I do not know, Van.
Okay. I've been pronouncing it Froelich, but here's the reason why. Because I've heard them, especially with his brother playing last year, would always say, Fro! Go Fro! Now, I just assume, okay, that must mean it's Froelich, but I hear it pronounced Freilich very often.
You're probably right.
I don't know.
It's a trivia question, and we'll have to get to the bottom of it.
We know some people who do know the answer.
Yes,
so I think
we
can
do.
Solve that.
I think we can fairly easily. Okay. Adam Smiga with the throw. And he goes to Alex Parise. Ball bouncing around off heads. Oh.
Miscommunication there on Mount Lebanon's side.
Here we go. That was almost a lethal mistake on Mount Lebanon.
Bit of an unforced error there for the Mount Lebanon defense.
Yeah. Okay, so ball back in. And Brady Rose trying to get his first touch on the ball. And, yeah, that ball's definitely kind of bouncing around in some strange ways with the slickness of the field. Okay, but on the counterattack is Mount Lebanon, and they are pretty good at this counterattack. They always just seem to get one – they always just need one good play. Yeah.
That final third, they're not really putting it together. I don't think Marcus has seen the ball in goal yet. Maybe one goal kick.
Yeah.
But certainly hasn't put his hands on the ball, so it's a matter of time before Mount Lebanon strings together one extra pass.
If they can just get that last pass on, they're going to be a real threat.
Yeah.
But they do seem to play that, don't they, where we're pressing them, threatening, and then they just have a breakaway.
Yeah, they like that counterattacking soccer.
Yeah.
Which can be really, really beneficial, especially it can seem like Peters Township is not willing to throw numbers forward.
Yeah.
And is pretty organized at the back on defense whenever they're packed in. So.
Yep. Okay, the throw from Mount Lebanon. Bouncing into the box. And
looks like it'll be a goal kick for
calling
Peters
a
Township
goal kick.
coming out. Jevin Kelly back on the field.
See that from here. Okay, Jevin's coming over for Dante. Taking over on the right side.
So, Novan, you know Jevin pretty well.
I
does
do.
he prefer the left or the right side? He's a right-footed player, right? But I've certainly seen him shoot and score with his left foot.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'd be interested to ask Jevin at this point in his soccer career what he likes better. He's played a lot of different positions, and I'm not sure he has a total preference.
All right.
But let's see how he does over on this right side.
I think he's really dangerous on the left because he really cuts the ball back well to that right foot.
Okay, and Jevin's trying to – no, he did. Okay. He was trying to pass it off to himself, came off the foot of Mount Lebanon and went out. So now we'll get a throw in from Adam Smiga, who can certainly get it in the box from this position.
They like that flick on, too. Let's see if he goes to Alex Parise.
Yep.
Looks like that's it.
Yep.
Didn't quite
There's
connect,
Alex.
but right to his feet.
Alex going to pass it right out to Jevin. Jevin's going to try to get this ball, and it goes out for a throw-in for Peters Township. So Adams.
Keep an eye on Braden Apple and Parker Weiss there near the top of the box.
Yeah.
That ball pops out. They'll be ready to
They sure
put
will.
it right back in.
And ball into the box, off ahead, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Oh, one referee signaling? No, okay, looks like a goal kick. Yep. Thought that was a corner kick. Seems like they're agreed.
Yep. So Peters certainly threatening. See if they can actually get something
At
out
some
of
point,
it
Van,
here.
you got to put the ball in the back of the net.
That's
right?
for sure.
I know earlier in the year on away game against Plum, Peters ended up losing 1-0. Had many chances.
They had so many chances.
Could
that
not
game.
put it away. Plum came through with one and came in with a
That's
victory.
all it took. Yep.
Soccer's a very fickle game.
That's soccer.
One of the reasons we love it, maybe why we don't love it so often.
That's it. Yeah, it's not often a high-scoring game. It's just, that one goal that is so vital.
It can also change the way the teams are playing also, right? You go down, you need to change your tactics a bit to try to get back in the game, open up the back for more goals. So
Correct. Yeah, the game's definitely, it's so interesting to just feel how the momentum changes in these games, depending on, what the score is, just energetically what's going on sometimes. It's just kind of a ebb and flow of, just – okay, here's, Peters Township
Alex on the ball.
trying to make something happen there.
Looks like Alex was trying to draw a foul there, but the referees would have none of it.
Okay, so Mount Lebanon now coming back.
Adam Smiga snuffed that one out well.
Mm-hmm. Ball in. Caden Hensler right there to take it. Ball kicked up by Mayela way in the air.
Off the head of Mount Lebanon. Mount Lebanon player slips down, and we'll get it. Okay, so ball in for Mount Lebanon, and they do get a cross on. And number 10 wasn't able to one-time it. Otherwise, we were looking at a dangerous play there.
Good defense there by Brady in the box as well, 1v1. To
Maiello kicks it
prevent
out
the attack.
off Jevon's leg. Alex Parise going up for it. Alex on the chase. And Alex stops it, and now Jevon's going to get this ball. And he's going to keep the ball.
Peter's on the
Alex
counterattack
is
now.
Take it now. Alex looking. Alex gets it out to nope, that's Maiello out there.
Anthony Maiello, yeah.
And Maiello taking the ball, trying to get past a lot of
Blue
people.
Devils,
He's got to
4.
get rid of it now. He gets it to Alex Parise, and the ball to the goaltender.
Oh. Good positioning by the goalie. That's a tough angle to score from there.
Yeah, it was.
You'd like to see that ball find Jevon on the back post.
Yeah, it seemed like it needed to kind of come back at an angle rather than get shot from there. But you never know. You've seen Alex put it in from there before. So
For sure. And again, with the slick conditions like we've talked about,
you just never know,
make
right?
the goalie make a play.
That's right.
2 players come on. Looks like Luke Evans is coming on for Adam Samiga at the right back position, and
Yeah.
Colin Froelich
Coming
on for Alex Parise.
Yep. So giving Alex a rest,
They'll push Brett Martin up to that number 9.
giving Adam a rest.
He's a really versatile player. He can play either the 9 or the
in.
10.
Oh, look at this. Braden Apple, he gets it in. It's skipping on that field, but Jevon really wants to get this ball back, and he does, and he gets it out for a corner kick.
Well, it's another good hustle play there, right, to win that ball. Use his speed. Really made something out of nothing there.
Yeah.
There was 2 Mount Lebanon defenders near him.
Well, I really feel like that's how, if nothing else, that's how Bobby coaches, is you get after that, with everything you got, right?
That is right, Vance.
Which I love that.
The hustle is probably the skill they value
love that.
most.
Yep, I think so. Ball in by Freilich.
Looks like it sailed on him a little bit on that one.
Over everybody. Brady Rose almost keeping it in. And the throw in for Mount Lebanon off the head of Parker Weiss. Parker again. Parker trying to get it through to someone. This time slides to get it off the defender.
Brady
Braden
step into
Apple
the space
just,
there.
and that's going to be called for a goal kick. Yeah,
Looks like it's going for a goal kick.
Jevon unhappy with the call, but the ref was standing right there.
I couldn't see it, but the referee is in a pretty good spot.
He was in a pretty good spot, and these refs have been, pretty decent. I watched them through the JV game; they seem pretty decent. I think they know what they're doing for the most part.
It's always nice to have a well-called game.
It sure
let the players
is.
play.
Oh,
and,
it's so terrible when the refs basically decide the game. Okay, ball right. Oh, really just seemed like a Peters Township. Well, maybe they are coming up with it here. It's hard to tell. That ball is really skipping around, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to connect those passes.
Yeah, Braden Apple again.
Yeah. Mount Lebanon really unable to break the press, but they do want to throw in there.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of keeping up the intensity and the pressure. And Mount Lebanon again. Mount Lebanon threatening. The ref's not going to call this one,
Yeah,
which
Mount Lebanon fans unhappy with that call.
very unhappy. And,
The way I saw it, it was a 50-50 ball for that one.
It
so
was.
I like the no call there.
I do too. But, if he had blown the whistle, I wouldn't have thought it was the craziest thing ever. Okay, now he's going to blow the whistle on Mount Lebanon, which is really going to make them unhappy.
Maybe a bit of frustration from the Mount Lebanon player there. He was just involved in the previous challenge that was not called.
Sure. And Mount Lebanon player having some words with the ref. Ref explaining to him his thinking on that call.
I happen to know the referee he's talking to. He's a good referee. He can take care of himself. I'm sure he's
Absolutely.
explaining what the call was and asking the player to get back to the game.
That's right. Ball in.
Another weird skip off a head there, and
Sure was. And the ball bouncing off the foot of Anthony Maiello and out for a goal kick.
Mount Lebanon has struggled to exit on these goal kicks the last couple of times. See if they can string together a couple of passes. Earlier in the game, we saw a lot of nice passes through the midfield to defeat the Peters Township press, but last 10 minutes or so, it's been tough sledding for Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, Peters has definitely been putting the pressure on. But and again, with the team that likes to strike quickly, you got to watch it.
Parker Weiss is so good in the air. He seems to really time his jumps well.
Oh,
Go up strong.
he's one of the best at those headers, isn't he?
I've not seen him beat often.
Okay, so this call is going for Peters as well.
Braden Apple draws the foul there. About 10 minutes left now, then, in the first half. Still 0-0. We've seen Peters have a lot of the better of the play, not be able to find the back of the net. Mount Lebanon's looked dangerous a few times, but nothing I would call a full opportunity just yet.
Nope.
Maybe 2 to 3 opportunities for Peters.
Okay, and here comes, well, Jevin fighting for the ball. Not quite going to get it, but Parker Weiss sends it back in. Brady Rose with the foot on it, Colin Froelich with the foot on
Wow,
it.
nice bit of skill there by Colin to bring that ball down in a crowd.
That's right.
Keep it at his foot.
Okay, and so that ball goes out for Peters' throw. So you feel like some momentum here. And Luke Evans into the game. Gets a throw in here.
Flick on work that time, but didn't find anybody from Peters.
Oh, that was a pretty nice little off the back foot pass. Let's see where this one goes. Braden Apple's not going to let this one get by him. And he blocks it out so that the
Marcus
goalkeeper
Bezia
can,
quickly off the line there to receive that one. Good
Yeah.
communication, I think, with Braden
I think so.
and Marcus there as well, because
They
that
knew
was
what was going on. It could have been dangerous if they weren't communicating well, right?
close. You know, Marcus has that drop punt that's really worked well this year, too.
Oh, my
getting
goodness, he sure does.
60, 70 yards sometimes in the air.
Yeah.
With that low trajectory. It's been a weapon.
Yeah, it sure has. Parker on the ball. Parker looking to get past his man, and he does. Oh, did they call that, out of bounds,
I
huh?
think it was out of play. That was a nice little move by Parker there.
Okay, so throwing for Peters.
Looks like Dante Pusateri's back on.
For Brett Martin, huh?
He's coming for Brett.
Okay, now Jevin will go back to the left. So
Back to the left side.
I don't know if it's his favorite, but it does seem to be where the coach likes him to play.
I really like him there.
He seems to be a pretty
that
good
cutback to the right
threat.
foot is very dangerous.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. I think that's more, now that I think about it, and this is going back to having played against him just back in the yard, he's definitely coming, when I'm goaltending, coming from to my right, on my right side more often. So that makes sense. He probably does like that position better.
Ball in the box.
Oh,
Dante, about
bouncing
the shortest
around
person
in
in the field,
there.
almost chance for a
Someone,
header.
Froelich, tries to put it away. Just can't quite keep it down far enough. It actually hits the field goal crossbar.
That would have been a highlight reel goal there. The ball bounced pretty high around his hip. It had the technique right, just couldn't quite get on top of it.
I mean, those are so difficult, aren't they?
It looks like Anthony Biella is now up front at the 9.
Ball in. Jevin's going to get a head on it. Coming towards Maiello. Maiello gets a chest on it. And that Mount Lebanon defense is just really tough to get past. Luke Evans fighting for that. Froelich tries to get it through to Dante.
Really smart defensive play by Luke Evans there, too.
Absolutely.
Kind of wait for his opportunity and take the ball away.
And here's Mount Lebanon connecting on those passes right through the midfield. Okay, now we see Jevin. Is that Jevin? Yes, it is.
Great defensive run there.
Wow, Jevin really got back on that one. That was some good stuff.
Looks like it'll be a throw for Peters as well. So not only did he make the run, but he won the throw.
Well, let's go.
We've not seen much of it today, but I know earlier in the season the coaches were really stressing isolation on the wings for like Jevin and Dante, letting him go 1v1 and trying to kind of clear out there, almost like you get on a basketball court.
Yeah.
Not had that opportunity yet today, but I think that has been fruitful to score some goals. Maybe Peters can put that together some later in the game.
Yeah, maybe so.
Nice play there by Mount Lebanon to hold the ball in off the clearance. But Cam Glass right up the wing.
Okay, Jevin back
with a
to Braden
Braden.
Apple. Braden with a beautiful ball.
Looking for
Oh, let's
Anthony
go.
Maiello.
Come on, Maiello. Maiello can get to this. He tries his best, but it is cleared by Mount Lebanon and goes all the way to the snack bar.
I believe the first goal against Mount Lebanon, Ven, was a case just like that, where the Mount Lebanon player tried to head it back to his goalie, and Alex Priest got there
Just kind of
first
guy. I
and
think you're right.
put it
Yeah.
right between the goalie's legs as he was grabbing for it. So I wonder if Mount Lebanon may have changed their tactics a bit there and just played the ball out of play
Yeah,
to the
maybe
side
so.
instead after that.
Braden trying to find a cross in, and it comes off the foot of a Mount Lebanon player, so it will be a Peters Township corner kick.
Looks like Colin Froelich will be taking this one. Last one, he went far post. We'll see what they dial up here. Seen a couple of driven near post corners. I quite like those. Get that ball bouncing around in there. There's
Here
another
it
driven
comes.
near
It's
post
kind
corner.
of more of a shorter one, and it
And
gets
that's-
through. That is a Peters Township goal.
Anthony Maiolo.
Maiolo scores that again. Beautiful.
And you know, Ven, that ball's so difficult to deal with as a defensive player, right? You can't see it coming in. It's got that pace, and any sort of a touch really redirects it quickly.
That's right.
The higher balls to the back post might look pretty when you can head them in,
Anthony Maiolo.
but those near post driven corners really give you fits.
Yeah, that's true. And
Goal scored by Anthony Maiolo.
and the goalkeeper did what he could, but with a wet ball like that, you're not going to stop that one from.
That's exactly right. He did have his hands on it. I think it kind of scored it out of there. So
kind of did, and it was over the line for sure. Okay, Luke Evans with his head on the ball. Parker Weiss. And Dante's pass goes to number 14 of Mount Lebanon. Oh, but Braden Apple with some beautiful stuff. And Jevin tries to catch up. He kind of blocks it out a bit. And we got Maiolo chasing. Still chasing. Oh. Number 2 gets it to Braden Apple. Braden Apple gets it to Jevin. Jevin gets it to Anthony Maiolo. Anthony back to Jevin. Jevin looking to get past his man, but he gets it back to Braden Apple. Braden Apple puts it in the box, and a header in, and that's another goal.
Wow.
Off Froelich's head. Colin Froelich with his, I believe it's his second goal on the season. He scored, or did he score 2 in the last game? That's his third goal.
I think it's his third because
he scored two in that game, didn't he?
Yeah, he had that 35-yard banger also earlier in one of the games.
That, yep.
And I think he did score on Tuesday.
So he's
Colin Froelich.
Well, sometimes they come in bunches, Ven.
Yeah.
It's hard to recover after one. I remember in my playing days, the coach always being really adamant with us. After that first goal, be on your toes because
that's when the next one's gonna very possibly happen.
Yeah, and that was the case. A really good service in there from Braden.
That was a beautiful
We talked
play.
about earlier, that left foot has been really dangerous. That's his second or third assist coming from the left side, left back position there, and just a little too much space for Colin in the box, and he buried it.
Brady Rose gets it out to Anthony Maiolo. Anthony fighting, and Mount Lebanon's going to come up with it, but only as far as Caden Hensler, who boots it down the field. And headed out. Well, not out. Okay. All back to the goal. Keep. And Anthony, oh my God, look at Anthony.
That ball
This
maybe in the
ball's
back of the
gonna go-
no, not in the back of the net.
Well, wouldn't that just been so cool?
A hustle play from Anthony Maiolo.
I mean, you'd love to see that kind of hustle there.
And again, especially with the wet conditions, you don't know if that ball's going to skip off the goalkeeper's foot.
That's right.
Now 2 minutes left in the half. I think Mount Lebanon right now is looking for that halftime whistle. I feel like they need to slow it down and regroup here.
Yeah, they definitely need to figure out something here. But maybe that something is just another kind of breakaway here if they can make it work for them. But it's always that, well, no foul in the box here, guys. Okay, number 11 with the ball. They're calling for a handball over here on the Mount Lebanon side. Nothing doing.
Caden Hensler was in a really good position there to block that shot. Even if it gets through, I don't know if it
number
finds the goal.
27. Now number 13 has it. He's looking. He crosses it in, and wow.
That was a nice service.
That was a really nice service, and just over the head of number 29. If he had gotten anything on it, that was probably in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Marcus with the kick.
That one's going to skip out of play, but again, a lot of distance on that punt.
He sure does.
That really plays into Peters Township's style, right? They want to play that ball long, use their speed up top to really apply pressure to that back line.
And they do a good job at it.
They've been effective this year.
Absolutely.
Many of the goals are what you might call a dirty goal, a hustle play, but they count just the same as the pretty ones.
Well, they got a lot of speed up top, don't they? I mean, these guys are all very fast, and they have to be in order to keep their position there. Ball back out, and we are down to the final minute of this half.
We talked a lot about that depth earlier, event too. I think we've seen 15, 16 players for Peters Township on the field now. So
Yeah, I think
they're
you're
able to
right.
rotate players in, guys with some positional flexibility.
Yep.
And
Okay, ball
Tends to pay off
in
as
to
the season goes
Maiello.
well done by the Mount Lebanon goalkeeper to get off his line and snuff
Yeah.
that one out quickly.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I kind of think they even have one or two more they could put in and not lose too much. They definitely are deep this season. Ooh. Jevin kind of doing a strange play there to not really sure why he was. Well, doesn't matter. It will be a free kick for Mount Lebanon.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, there's the half. So really good last part of that half for Peters, huh?
2 late goals. It was really a back-and-forth game. Peters finally broke through.
Yeah, they
We'll
sure
see
did.
what tactics changed in the second half. I'm interested to see how Mount Lebanon comes out.
It's going to be a good one, so I'll meet you back here in 9 minutes and 52 seconds. See if, what do you think? You think Mount Lebanon got a talking to over there, or maybe got a little more, they need to come out with something here.
Yeah, Ven, they came into the game 2 games behind Peters Township in the section standings, so this is one they really needed to win.
Yeah,
that would set them up. If they could win this game, that would give them a good shot at the section. I expect to see Mount Lebanon come out very fast. Probably throw caution to the wind tactically, bringing a lot of numbers forward.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They don't have much to lose right now. 2 goals or 4 goals.
That's right.
I don't think matters
it
a
doesn't
whole lot to
matter
them.
a whole
So
lot, does it?
Looking forward to an exciting half of soccer here. 40 minutes of fun.
Well, yeah, I mean, you figure if they came out on fire and were able to put something away, well, 2-1 looks a whole lot different, doesn't it?
Sure. An early goal would be certainly a psychological test for Peters Township.
Yep.
And to be honest, Peters Township has not played a lot of close games. The first Mount Lebanon game was probably the closest one they've played this year.
Yep.
Maybe a few early in the season, but I'd be interested to see how they respond. So let's see what happens here as we start the second half.
Here we go. Number 10 with the ball, boots it up. And Peters Township is going to head it right out of bounds. Adam Smiga with the header ball.
And the rain has stopped falling now, Ven, so we're actually back outside enjoying that fall weather.
You really have to, just for the few weeks that we have it left, Alex
Well,
Parise with a beautiful ball to Brett Martin. Brett on the ball. He's going to take it right in there. And
Some
Oh,
great
my
defense there
goodness.
from Mount Lebanon. That was an
And they
unbelievable
keep the ball
opportunity.
in, but Jevin
Cleared it up,
takes
but
it, and
no.
now the other player kicks it out for a corner kick. So either way, yeah, that was some beautiful defending. Brett just was so close to putting that one away.
Good combination play there by Peters Township as well in the counterattack. That's what we saw Mount Lebanon doing earlier in the game.
Yes.
And now Peters Township takes a page out of their playbook with the quick counter.
Okay, so is this Froelich or Dante? Froelich. He boots it in.
Another near post ball. That one a bit
Yeah.
lower. I'm not sure. He may want to put a little bit
Jevin
more height on
giving
that
chase.
one. I think.
Jevin puts it back in. Coming out off Mount Lebanon. Being headed around back and forth. And Jevin taking the ball. Jevin passes it off to Dante. Dante puts it in. And is that a corner or is that a throw-in?
I think that's going out for a corner.
Okay.
I think it was a really nice pass by Jevin there. He may have had an opportunity for a shot, but Dante has him spaced there on the side and really well defended by Mount Lebanon to prevent the cross. Because
Jevin was definitely looking for the shot. I've watched him so long, I can tell when he wants to certainly take a shot, but he was just a little bit just blocked out of there by the Mount Lebanon players. Okay, now look at this.
that ball well taken, dropped right at the penalty
and
spot.
Braden Apple just really wanted to put one away and came pretty close. Not
Would have
bad.
been a spectacular goal on the half volley.
It really would have
Just
been.
over the bar.
Okay, so the goal kick coming up. So we really kind of picked up so far just where we left off, it seems to me. Mount
Yeah,
Lebanon
really, Peters
not
Township
really
applying
able
the
to
pressure.
answer to what Peters is bringing here. like we were saying, Mount Lebanon really seemed like they needed to come out strong and come up with something quick. But so far it's been Peters that has kind of shown more of the momentum. Jevin fighting for the ball, and Jevin gets called. Everyone getting back and waiting for the kick. Here it is. And Ignati with a touch on the ball. That's one of the Mount Lebanon players I do know. Used to play with my younger son quite a bit.
He was their goal scorer in the first game, right?
He certainly was, actually. Sophomore over there making the varsity team. Okay, this is Parker Weiss. Parker gets his foot on the ball, gets it out to Alex Parise. Parise looking. Parise.
Parker with a nice run to find the space.
Yeah.
The turn. Almost loses his balance, but
Okay.
the shot is blocked. That was a really quality run out of the midfield. Those
Yeah,
are so
it
hard to
really
track
was.
for defensive players. And that midfielder runs
Cam
deep from
Glass.
there.
Yes.
No one's marking that player, so usually they can find space.
Parise. Ball in.
Plays it in himself.
And Brett Martin. Parise takes the shot. Comes off a player. Parker Weiss now. Parker slides to get that ball. No, that's a good play. Clean slide tackle, which wasn't really a tackle.
Really quality challenge. Here's Mount Lebanon on the counterattack, though.
Yep, that's what they love to do. And they've got Ignati, who is very fast. Giving chase with Braden Apple. Apple just kicks it out of bounds, which was definitely the smart play there. Lets his team get back for him.
That's what we expected to see more out of Mount Lebanon. I did look like they had more numbers running forward than they did in the first half on that counter, so they may be pushing more players forward. Now, I do remember from the first Mount Lebanon game, Four from Mount Lebanon had a very long throw. I expect he can throw it near the penalty spot from this distance.
Okay, let's take a look. Oh, yeah, you're right on there, Josh. Oh, and just batted out by Marcus. Just had to
Well
punch
handled
that
by
one out.
Marcus Beziak there.
Yeah, you don't want to mess around in that situation.
Well, Ven, that ball had enough speed on it. It may have just gone into the goal. Now, you can't score off a throw, and that would be a goal kick coming out, but I don't think that the coaches would appreciate
Yeah.
taking that chance. If
No.
it doesn't go off a head or a foot, then it would be a goal. So better safe
Okay,
than
corner
sorry.
kick, ball in off the head of Mount Lebanon, but in the wrong direction. And now we're going to send it up and see if Alex Parise can catch up with this one. Alex giving chase. And this one, whoa. Okay, this is dangerous. Alex with the giving chase. Braden Apple kicking it back up to Alex Parise. And that ball
It's going to be out
goes
for a
out
corner
for
kick.
a corner kick.
Looked like a promising counterattack from Peters Township, but a lot of hard work from Alex Parise.
Yeah, he was really
Apply the
hustling
pressure
there.
there when Mount Lebanon looked like they had time, but really made something out of nothing there.
So Colin lining up to take this corner. Ball in.
Looking far post. Oh, it did find the foot of
Parker
Martin there,
Weiss,
and
and it goes in now.
in the back of the net.
So Parker hit it, and then was it Maelo that got his foot on it?
I think it was Cam Glass.
Was it Cam
I
Glass?
think Cam Glass put it.
I'm just seeing how they're celebrating. I'm seeing if there's any indication. I know Parker just put it right in there. It looked like one of the Peters guys got their foot right on it and made it 3-0 just like that. So
Just told the official scorekeeper it was Cam Glass. I think it's probably how it'll go down, Ven, but I'm really not
okay,
sure.
well,
A lot of bodies in there.
Third goal scored by Parker Weiss.
there we go.
No, they credited it to Parker Weiss. Maybe it
Well,
was
I
Parker.
think that was a safe bet because Parker definitely had a lot to do with it. Now, it could have actually technically come off the foot of someone else. I think it did. But Parker's a safe bet. I agree with the call.
We'll see how Mount Lebanon responds now. 3-0 is very different than 2-0.
Jevin Kelly wanting to get his bit, and he puts it in. Okay, so Jevin finally gets a nice long goal in. I know he's been looking for that one for the last few games.
Kelly.
There was no doubt on that one, Ven.
No. That was a beautiful shot. So really, this game's starting to run away from Mount Lebanon.
And that's really, I think, Jevin's strength. One of his best moves, that cut back to the right foot.
He is. That's something else. I can't. I remember when he started doing that all the time to me, and I just finally had to decide I can't do it anymore. I can't try to stop you.
And that's not an easy skill. I've tried to teach players that before, and getting the balance right and the technique to keep the ball from going too high.
Yeah.
Finding a spot in the back of the net there with accuracy is
a
great move. So, like we
okay,
said,
Brett Martin.
They come in waves too. Right?
They sure do.
2 quick goals, just like the first half.
Yep. So we indeed picked up right where we did leave off, and no call there. That's fine. Just keep playing on. Why not?
No call on that one.
Looked like both players just kind of ended up falling down in the end. Okay, now the goalkeeper being a little risky with it.
Really?
This is really not going so well for Mount Lebanon here. They're really starting to
Parker's in a good spot to receive the ball.
cut that off.
Mount Lebanon's able to beat him and break the press.
And here's another decent ball. Again, with this wet turf, it takes a little skip, hop, and a jump right into Marcus Biziak's hands.
Well, like we saw in the first half, Van, there's another midfielder for Peters Township, Brett Martin, this time making the defensive run.
Yep.
He didn't get to the ball, but he definitely forced the errant pass.
Absolutely.
And that's just such a key to this defense, is not giving those midfielders space to pick somebody out, because these are skilled players on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give him a little more space, he may be able to find a run and complete a pass in that final third.
That's right. Okay, so the goal kick, ball way up high, and pretty decent goal kick, actually. It's bouncing around up high. Ball up. Alex giving chase. Ball kick back to the goal keep. Brett Martin up with the header. Now Mount Lebanon looking. Got number 2 dancing around, passes it back, ball up. Parker Weiss goes up, but
you don't see that too often.
No.
You misjudged it. Maybe caught in the lights,
don't
I'm
see
not
that.
sure.
Might have been the first time I've seen it this season. Okay, Mount Lebanon not giving up. They're still fighting here. Here comes number 22. Oh, and what a nice little play. Oh, man.
Snuffed out by Caden Hensler.
Caden Hensler is
incredible
just,
one-on-one defense.
a big reason why we're doing so well this year.
He's really cool and calm back there, too.
Yeah.
Doesn't get excited. Just plants his foot, finds the ball, and takes it away.
Does his thing. Just make sure it gets out of there. Okay, Marcus with the kick. Drop kick, boots it up, and gets a beautiful ball. Alex Paris looking for it to drop for him. And
Aaron clearance there.
Kind of does.
Right,
Here comes Alex. He really wants one. And trying to draw penalty there, but ref's not having it. Ignati with the throw in, number 10, tries to switch fields and ends up going past Adam Smiga and number 13. And Smiga's going to take the throw in.
Too much on that pass.
Well,
couldn't quite handle it. Okay, looks like Anthony Maiello coming in for Peters Township,
yeah,
and
we're
Logan Peters making his first appearance. So he'll be in, playing on that right wing side, and Anthony Maiello coming in on the left wing. So
yeah, so this is
Jevin Kelly and Dante Pusateri leaving the field.
This is kind of, at this point in the game, and there's been a few like this season, 4-0 or so. Coach feels pretty comfortable putting in some of the other players, and really, there's not a lot of fall off with these guys. They all bring a lot of skill to this.
And that quality depth can really help you later in the season too. Fewer minutes for some of your starters. As the season gets deeper, these minutes start to add up. Fatigue and injuries. So.
Absolutely, yeah. If you're deep, you can really keep guys healthy a lot longer. Braden Apple going back for the slide.
It's really a luxury to be able to put in players of this caliber off the bench.
Yeah.
Who are fresh, can spell some of your starters.
Okay, so Mount Lebanon showing some of their skill in passing. Cam Glass looking to take it off him, and Cam will draw the foul.
Great positioning by Cam. Kind of felt the contact.
Yep.
Drew the foul. Really smart soccer play there.
So Hensler lining up to take this kick. Nice ball. Off the head of Brett Martin, off the head of Pete. Oh, and Maiello taking a
Errant clearance there from Mount
shot.
Lebanon. Maiello had a chance for the highlight reel goal.
That would have been a highlight reel, too. It would have been super beautiful.
I don't think he got his foot all the way through that one, Ven. Not like he would have liked.
That was
Didn't quite seem to have the pace he could normally put on it. But
again, a pretty difficult one to take out of the air like that, and it was so close. Okay, so Logan Peters really fighting for this ball. He gets the ball. Froelich kicks it up to Alex Parise, and Alex actually keeps that in somehow.
Nice movement from Alex there to find the corner.
Yeah, gets past a man, Logan Peters, and ball is out for a Peters Township throw-in. Froelich with the kick, and my goodness, you thought he was going to put another one of those beauties in. We saw that last time.
May have had it covered, but that was
from this angle. It looked pretty decent.
Curving ball there.
Yep. Okay, so Mount Lebanon's still playing out of the back. They don't, switch it up just because. So they're still going to play their game, which I appreciate that. Oh, look at Alex block that player out and almost get by. And here's Maiello really looking for it. And here we go.
Oh,
Logan Peters couldn't quite get to it.
Step in the wrong direction. Couldn't quite get to it.
That was a close one. Okay, ball bouncing around on the far side of the field. Colin Froelich back to Brady Rose. Brady kicks it up to the Mount Lebanon defense. And they'll kick it back and forth. Oh, but Alex Parise takes it off. Oh, my goodness. And no whistle there.
Quick
and
touch
Parise
there. Was that the outside of the right foot,
That was
Ven?
the outside of the right foot. That was just a pretty goal.
Nice bit of skill there.
I mean, that was a great one for Parise to just dance through some guys and get that in. Very fun stuff. So 5-0 now, and there's still 26 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Well, 27.
I think we've seen a bit of a change in tactics from Peters, too. I see Parker Weiss sitting a bit deeper than he was in the first half, really kind of protecting that back line.
Yeah.
And I think it snuffed out that Mount Lebanon counterattack.
Yeah.
There's just less space for him to develop it in there. And, the offensive attack for Peters has not dropped off.
No, it hasn't.
In a number of games, they kind of need him driving that attack forward. He's got really good vision, ability to play all the different kind of balls you want a player to play out of the midfield.
Yep.
But I'm really impressed to see that they've been able to keep the offensive attack up with him dropping a bit deeper.
Yeah, it is good to see. Gives you confidence in this team for sure.
Well, I can imagine as we get deeper into the season toward the playoffs, that might become important if he needs to drop deeper to protect a lead.
Logan going for a little lob shot and basically came right down to the goalkeeper. Like to see Logan get a goal here. Ball bouncing around up in the air, and Caden Hensler draws the foul. Ooh. And that's Ignati getting the yellow card. So Ignati, who had a pretty impressive goal in last game, goes out with the yellow here.
I think that's a pretty clear yellow from the official. Not much you can do there.
Yeah.
I do find it unfortunate they make the players leave the field.
Agreed.
Whitfield for a yellow card. Sometimes it happens in the run of play.
Yeah.
It's not a. No one's trying to injure anyone or whatever. It just kind of happens.
No, it just kind of happens. A little pinball action going on over there. Froelich trying to get a foot on it. Logan Peters giving chase now. Logan gets it back.
Nice back heel there. Look at a bit
Logan
of skill
fighting.
from Parker.
Logan really fighting for this ball, and he comes up with it.
Wins it there.
Gets it back to Smee. Nope.
It's Parker Weiss,
Parker
I think, on the
Weiss
ball there.
over
Yeah.
there. Okay. They get that far away from me. Everyone starts to look alike sometimes.
They all do have the same haircut, Van. I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
that's true.
It's difficult to tell. So a lot of substitutes coming in now. Looks like Luke Evans is back in for Peters Township. Bennett Lewis is going to spell Caden Hensler
Okay.
at the center back position. And is that Brady Rose coming onto the midfield as well there?
Yeah. And Mount Lebanon also making a bunch of changes.
Make some changes. Changed out the goalkeeper.
Yep.
I think at 5-0 now, Van, it's really difficult to come back from this. So opportunity to get some other players some field time.
That's right. Yep.
in a long season, you never know who you're going to need to have experience. It's great to get different guys on the field.
Well, that's absolutely right. And a lot of these guys that are coming on the field now are going to be playing for your team next year, as starters. So you really got to get them ready for that. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, well blocked by the Mount Lebanon player.
Yeah,
that one looked like it hurt.
he took a.
I think Brett got all that one with his stronger left foot
He
there.
sure did. Okay, there's Alex trying to get past this guy. All right, now Mount Lebanon. All right. See if they can, with all their new subs, if they can keep something going here. Still connecting some passes. This one's not going to connect, though, but a very unlucky
Clearance there.
ball off Smiga's foot, I believe it was. Okay, this is Maela looking for Paris and finds him. Paris kind of shrugs off his man, gets it out to Parker Weiss. Nice ball. Anthony's got one, maybe two men to beat. He wants to beat him, and he's going to take a shot. And that's what Anthony can do.
Good save of the Mount Lebanon goalkeeper there.
Yes, it was.
Diving to his right.
Ball up. Okay. Bennett Lewis with his first touch on the ball. Doesn't quite clear. Number 6 for Mount Lebanon kicks it up, but just to Braden Apple's foot. Oh, and then number 30 for Mount Lebanon just missed it. Another good opportunity for Maelo trying to chase down that ball. Peters just isn't giving up, huh?
They're really seeing the field well, too, Ven. The spacing is good. Peters Township seems to be able to run in those channels. That was a good opportunity for a through ball.
And Mount Lebanon coming down the corner, and finally Parker Weiss just kicks it out of bounds, makes the smart play. Mount Lebanon just still sticking to their game, I like to see that. You got a strategies, like that's the way you like to play, yeah, keep doing it. And I don't mean that facetiously. I mean that, eventually things will start clicking. Maybe not in this game.
Good shot there from Mount Lebanon.
It was.
Forcing Marcus Biziak down to his left to make the save.
Yeah.
That ball skipped right before it hit him. That's a difficult one to handle for a goalkeeper.
Yes, it is, but he did a fantastic job of it. So keeping Mount Lebanon shut out so far.
Looks like some more activity on the Peters Township bench. Might see another couple substitutes come in. Ven, I hear the Peters Township coaches still encouraging their players and really requiring them to keep running.
Well, that's
even
what
in
you
a 5-0
really.
game.
That's what I'm saying. I really appreciate that they're not just changing their whole thing just because they're 5-0. The coaches understand. It's like you got to keep fighting for this because it'll be important, come next game.
Well, it does look like this team has a chance for a pretty deep playoff run this year, and so I think the coaches are coaching for the future.
Yeah.
Making sure those players stay engaged in games that might be closer.
So Braden Apple coming off.
It's R.J. Bush coming in for him at the left back
Bush
position.
Coming in. Okay. Yeah, it looks like some of the swing players are getting ready to come on here. Kind of standing up over there on the sidelines.
Yeah, I see a line change ready coming here soon, Ven, from if you've seen or played any hockey.
Big ball by Bennett, just boots it out. Number 30 catches up, but no.
Logan took it away really nicely.
Logan took it away, and
Alex,
oh my goodness.
so close to
Maelo's
finding
going to
Anthony
get this
Maelo.
now.
That ball's still in play.
It is, and it's going to stay
Still in play. Wow.
Kicked out on Mount Lebanon, so Peters Township throw. And we got a bunch of subs coming in. We got Carter Helbig coming in. We got Keaton Kelly coming in. We have, let's see, the other two I'm having trouble making out.
Looks like Caleb Sauter's on the field.
Caleb Sauter.
And
number 33, do you know? I should know the whole team because my younger son plays on it, but
that's
still
Colby
learning.
Zimmer, I think, 33. Yeah, that's Colby Zimmer.
Okay.
33.
So, yeah.
That might be his first varsity
I think
appearance of
maybe
the season.
so.
He may have been in a couple games, but great to see him on the field.
Absolutely.
Great to see Caleb on the field, too. He had a head injury on Thursday of last week.
Oh, okay.
But I understand he's been cleared to play, and he was playing the JV game. Great to see him getting some varsity time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never like to see these guys get injured.
Okay,
It's
ball
part of
out
the
to
game,
Keaton
but-
Kelly. Keaton is going to take the ball. He's looking. Man on key. So Keaton is my other son. So it's good for him to get some varsity minutes. That's fun. Ball in, and it comes to Keaton. Keaton fighting for it. Keaton tries to just sneak it past his defender, but defender's in the way. Okay, now Keaton's going to switch the field, try to get it to Logan. Logan kicks it off to Carter. And now Mount Lebanon's clearing, but only as far as halfway. So, yeah, a bunch of new players, and all of a sudden it's like that ball is just bouncing everywhere. Bennett Lewis. Okay, now here's Carter. Carter Helbig trying to collect that, but the defender actually is going to dribble it down the field and cross the field over to his number 5. And there's another guy there, number 10. Oh, yeah, number 10's still there. And he is looking to get a goal and almost got through those guys.
Yeah, 10 from Mount Lebanon hasn't had much space to operate today. In the first game, I thought he was the best player on the field for Mount Lebanon.
Yeah.
Looked really dangerous on the ball, but I think Peters Township does a really great job of not giving him the ball at his feet.
Yeah, I mean, that was really one of the best runs I've seen him do this game. You know,
He's
he's been
coming off now.
Yeah.
Goalie change for Peters Township. Aaron Peterson, that's my son, coming in a goal.
All right, Aaron.
So great job from Marcus Beziak again in the defense, looking for a clean sheet. I'm sure the Peters coaches have made it clear that they want to keep the clean sheet for the rest of this game. So they'll be the players will be working hard on defense for sure.
Here comes Mount Lebanon with the threat, but Brady Rose just gets in the way. Mount Lebanon not giving up easy, though. Mount Lebanon fighting here. They're looking to get something. They don't want to go home with nothing.
Great defense from Adam Smiga there to snuff that one out again.
And the ball is up, and Carter is going to give chase. Ball kicked back to the goal, keep boots it up. Off the head of a Mount Lebanon player, goes out of bounds for Peters' throw. Throw makes it to the foot of Mount Lebanon player and then kicked out of bounds by Peters.
Well, it's 17 minutes left of the game, Ben. I'm honestly surprised. I see Peters up 5-0. There have been a lot of goals here. I don't think Mount Lebanon deserves a 5-0 game here. I think games have been much closer than that.
Yeah.
But those goals came in bunches, and Peters has just found the back of the net. Mount Lebanon unable to connect in that final third. Some promising counterattacks, but
they had a lot of promising counterattacks, but they just really couldn't find an answer to Peters' just, energy that they bring to
certainly
the
feels
offense,
closer
right?
than 5-0.
Yeah, it does. I feel like, at a certain point when a team is just coming at you like that over and over, eventually goals are going to start going in. Okay, now Keaton with the big ball up. He's finding Logan Peters, but Logan gets called off sides, I believe. So good idea.
Soccer can be a game of momentum like we talked about as well. Get those streaks.
Well, that's it.
And it's for being a game that's so physical, running, a lot of technical skill required. There's a big psychological aspect.
There really is. And this one's been a little one-sided for sure. But oftentimes you see it, through the course of a game, just switch back and forth. Wow.
That was a dangerous ball across from Mount Lebanon there.
Now, it looked like Aaron, did he get a touch on that? Could you see that too?
I think he did get a touch. No, they're going to say he didn't. It's going to be back for a goal kick.
Okay. He was certainly in the right position.
I thought he might have got a touch on it. But kind of a seeing eyeball just kind of snuck through there.
Yeah.
And definitely a Mount Lebanon player at the back post had an opportunity. Couldn't find his foot either.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a dangerous
They
ball.
want that one back.
Okay, now Mount Lebanon player just kind of running right through everybody. Interesting. Okay. And here he comes again.
Oh, really good stick there by Luke Evans. You know, often Luke is playing on that outside right or left back position. He's playing at the 6 or the 8 now, the center back position.
Okay.
Or the 6 rather. And yeah, I have a feeling next year that may be his position.
Yeah.
On the varsity. He's only a sophomore.
I would agree with you.
And I expect next
They're
season
going to groom him to be that strong
Yeah.
center back position, aren't they?
Cam Glass will probably push forward into the midfield.
Yeah.
And we'll see some of his attacking prowess next year.
Yep. I would think so. Okay, so Mount Lebanon doing a little knocking at the door here.
Yeah, they definitely turned up the pressure.
And the corner kick. Ball is in off the head of
Looks like Logan Peters with
I
a really
think.
good clearance there.
I think so.
To rise up and get that one.
Yeah.
Get that ball out of danger.
Throw in from Mount Lebanon. And just cleared away. Mount Lebanon making a change here. And now we're ready for the throw in. Bennett boots it up. It looks like it's going to go all the way out of bounds.
It's going to be Mount Lebanon throw in there.
Yep.
In their half.
Cut off there by Smiga. Adam just working his tail off out there.
Yeah, the only starter still in the game. I don't know if Adams come off the whole game, actually.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think he did come off a little bit in the first half. I maybe recall that, but I think he's been on this entire half and not pulled yet. I do wonder if they have another sub who's not one of the starting crew.
Yeah, it's kind of surprised to see him still on there, but
Maybe they just actually are down. Maybe they've got all their subs on at this point.
it's true.
Ooh.
Ball going through, but no difficulty for the goalkeeper there.
Nope.
Looking ahead at the schedule, Ven. Peters Township's got a big game next week on Tuesday. Our next one against Cannon Mac at Cannon Mac.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big one. Last time we did that was a crazy game. Remember that one at Cannon Mac?
I do. Was it
Wasn't that the one
overtime?
where Alex?
I think Alex scored a goal. Or
Alex scored a goal to tie it up, and then scored the goal in overtime as well. And it was, I think it was maybe his first time playing on the varsity team.
It may have been. That was last season at Cannon Mac. Yeah, I think I do remember that. That should be a good game. The first game against Cannon Mac.
So maybe that was 2 seasons ago. I'm thinking of, because if he was on, because he would have been on that swing team with Jevin, and that would have been
maybe
2 years ago. Jevin was definitely playing varsity last year. So yeah, that would have been the sophomore season. So I don't even remember what last season was at Cannon Mac.
I don't know. I know Cannon Mac beat Peters here in overtime last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a good rivalry.
No, it's a great game.
Yeah.
And then the following Tuesday looks like what'll probably decide the section, Peters Township versus USC. 1 and 2 in the section right now. Peters Township won the first matchup, but that was at home.
Yeah.
Peters will have to go to Upper St. Clair for what may end up deciding the section.
Yeah.
And I believe last year Upper St. Clair tied Peters on their home turf to win the section. So
big week next week.
could be a pivotal game.
Yeah.
That's coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Oh, that's 2 weeks. Okay.
Yep. At Cannon Mac on Tuesday. Peters Township's home to Connellsville.
Uh-oh. Mount Lebanon wants this. Oh my
Nice
goodness.
save.
What a save by Aaron Peterson. Oh, my goodness. I thought for sure that was going in.
That ball
Aaron
should have
just-
been in the back of the net, I think.
Well, I mean, Aaron did everything he had to do to just make sure. He wasn't able to corral it. He was just able to kind of get in the way and boot it out a bit so his other teammate could clear it. Wow, that was great.
Mount Lebanon's looked dangerous. That ball's cleared, but not out. Wow, great defense from Caleb Sauter there.
Yeah.
Stuck with the play and out for a Mount Lebanon throw-in.
All right, Bennett Lewis just kicking it up and out. So Mount Lebanon really not giving up and kind of making this last 10 minutes somewhat exciting here, you know?
I love seeing that, Van. I've certainly, as a player and a coach, been on the wrong end of some games of this score line, and
Yeah.
it's easy to give up, right? It's you can check out mentally and go home, but
No, absolutely.
I love seeing the players continue to work hard.
Oh, it becomes a mental game at that point, you know? You just got to keep on going. Oh, nice little
bicycle
move
kick
from
from
Smigo. Why not?
Adam there.
That was great. Yeah, this is fun. They're just having a good time out there. Still all playing hard. Okay, now Carter's going to give chase to this ball. He's going to give chase all the way down the line. The goaltender's coming out. You better be careful. He gets enough on it to get it away. Brady Rose puts a head on it. Brady is going to take it and
Peter's
pass it
gonna get
off
some
to
attack
Keaton.
now.
Keaton can't quite corral that one.
Just past him.
Just a little bit.
You know, Van Carter's one of those players who has one speed. It's fast.
Yeah, exactly.
He has a lot of speed up top, and seems to accelerate very quickly. I think the Mount Lebanon defender had all he could handle there with Carter on
Yeah,
that
I
one.
think so. Okay. Peters Township working.
RJ
on
won
the
it
ball.
there. Turned
Yeah.
it. Couldn't connect the pass. You know, we've talked about Adam Smiga being on the field, so it looks like he's playing in the midfield now, Ven. And I know early in the season he played some midfield time, so the coach is maybe going to get a bit of time there in that role.
Yeah, there you go.
It's always great to have positional flexibility.
Absolutely. Especially if you've got the skill to play that position, you know.
He
It's
does.
nice to brush it up every now and then, you know.
He definitely does. Good for the team, and I think good for the players too.
Yeah.
Better chance to get on the field, and certainly, you know, as a coach, you appreciate players who you can move around and kind of know the tactics they need in a certain position.
Well, you never know what position they might play if they're going on to college and play. You know, they might be playing midfield or
Well,
something.
that ball's
different.
through from Adam.
Okay, wow.
There's the speed from.
Carter. Oh, he just
Unlucky
wanted
on the
that
last touch.
So bad. He's still chasing it.
What?
Oh my God, we're.
Looks like he's drawing the foul there.
Oh man,
That's an all-out hustle play.
That's
I mean,
so fun to see.
From the moment the pass went back to the goalie.
so he fought hard and he ended up getting the corner out of that. My goodness, that's awesome to see.
And got up quickly off the turf, too. Kind of slid and jumped right back up.
Yeah, he did.
So I think we need someone from
Yeah,
Peters
he
Township
was
to play the
kicking
ball
this
here.
ball.
All right.
Okay, so Logan Peters coming out to take the kick.
This is the first opportunity Peters has had here in a little while. So
Oh,
I'm
actually, it's not the corner. Okay, it is just a free kick from there. So
excited to see what they can do with
did
this.
just draw the foul from right outside the box.
Well done by the Mount Lebanon goalie to punch that one out.
Yep.
Adam Smiga plays it back in.
Okay, Carter.
Right to
Us-
Carter.
Carter with the ball, but no, comes popping back out. Mount Lebanon fighting for it here. Okay. Peters Township threatening
Caleb
again.
Sauter on the ball.
Yeah,
Nice
nice.
left-footed
Nice
take there.
shot from Sauter.
Goalkeeper was really positioned well for that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was some good stuff there.
Seeing a little more pressure now in the last few minutes from Peters Township.
Yeah. A little miscommunication there. It's all right. We get it out of bounds.
RJ Bush able to clean it up.
Looks like Brady Rose took a little foot to the high leg there.
Seems to be limping a bit. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, I think maybe it was just his teammate that was trying to go for the ball too, maybe.
Oh, he and RJ got together in that earlier one, I see.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Keaton Kelly giving chase. Mount Lebanon passing around the backfield a bit. Midfield, I should say. All right, Luke Evans cutting it off. Okay, ball passed up to Carter. Carter passing it off.
Logan with a great run there into the space.
Oh, just so, oh my goodness. That is the second ball that the Mount Lebanon goalkeeper has come out and just barely gotten there.
Yeah, really great play to get off his line quickly and receive that ball.
Yeah.
Nice development there from Peters Township. And that deep run from Logan, really hard to track again.
Yeah.
He definitely was on there if he could get his foot on the ball before the goalkeeper.
Okay. Ball bouncing around. Carter Helbig trying to do something with it.
Looks like Carter's moved a little bit deeper now.
Yeah, he's not playing quite the position he was. I don't know if that's by design or if he just ended up over there. Okay, Logan Peters, he's going to put that all the way across the box. It's going to go out for a goal kick.
As he's coming on now for Peters Township. Looks like Carter's coming. Anthony Maiello back on.
Okay. So Maiello
He'll
coming
go back
out to
into
the
the
striker position.
in the number 9 there.
Yeah. Ball off Smiga. Mount Lebanon sending it down, trying to find their number 15. But Bennett's going to block him out, and it's going to be a goal kick.
See it out. Smart play there. Well, about 3 minutes left of the game now, then. I think that I could call this a statement win for Peters Township.
I think so.
Really one of the closest games they played early against Mount Lebanon to come out 5-0 here.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that, really. I mean, I'm very happy for the result, but I think everyone was thinking it'd be a little closer than this. Okay, Maiello with the ball, and he finds Logan Peters. Logan looking. Maiello. Mount Lebanon gets it. Goes out of bounds, and it's a Mount Lebanon throw.
We'll have to watch the standings here as we come up to the last 2 weeks of section play, but at this point it does seem like Peters Township's in the driver's seat.
I'd say so.
To win the section. But I guess that's
We'll go back to Aaron, who just picks
some
it up
difficult games
calmly.
coming up. Don't want to overlook any of the teams they have yet to play.
No, definitely. You just need to keep your foot on the pedal.
And
Brady
certainly at
Rose
Kanamac at
looking
USC will
for
be challenging games.
Keaton need to come to the ball there. Keaton gets a head on it. And now has a foot on it, is fighting. And he fights through it. And he gets it up to Maiello. And Maiello still with the ball. Now Keaton again. Kicking it over, trying to get to Logan Peters. Okay, now Maiello's going to... No, that's not Maiello. Okay, there's Keaton. Keaton's fighting. He wants something. He drops it off to Maiello, who drops it back.
A little bit of miscommunication there. I think Caleb thought Keaton might go to the corner. But in the end, it ends up for a Peters Township throw, so not a bad result.
Yeah.
All hot food at the refreshment stand is now $1.
Anthony kicks it back to 45. Anthony's not going to let that one out so easy. And he draws the foul. So, dangerous ball here. And we get down to the final minute. So Anthony's going to take this. And
pretty easy for the Mount Lebanon goalie there. Good positioning.
Yep.
He handled it well. Just playing out the final 30 seconds here. Mount Lebanon looking to build an attack.
Yep.
Snuffed out well by R.J. Bush there.
Okay, ball comes to my Logan
The Peters
Peters.
Township defense definitely came to play today.
Oh, they sure did.
It's been that theme all year of really stingy,
9, 8, 7,
difficult for other teams to come by a goal.
That's right.
4.
And they did it again tonight.
Peters Township had 5. They only needed 1.
Shutout. Wow. Okay, well, pretty good stuff if you're a Peters Township fan, which I know we both are. So I guess we'll do this again next week.
Thank you, Ven. Good to
All
talk with you.
right. Thank you, Josh.